For more on the investigation, I'm joined by Rylee Carlson in our London bureau. Rylee, earlier today, German Chancellor Angela Merkel stressed that even with Amri dead, the investigation is far from over. Explain what the next steps are.
Well, Elaine, the next step in this investigation is to try to piece together what kind of network Amri was a part of. Did he work with anyone to plan this attack? Did anybody help him execute it? Did anybody help him leave? And did ultimately they help him get across Europe and into Italy? Now, as far as Germany is concerned, Chancellor Angela Merkel also said today that they'll have to be reviewing all of their security measures. And she also admitted that Germany has to do a better job of deporting people like Amri who apply for asylum there and then aren't granted it.
Well, there was an international manhunt for Amri this week, yet he managed to travel through France and into Italy without being detected. Do we have a sense of how that happened?
Well, one of the biggest pieces to that puzzle, Elaine, is the fact that he had a bit of a head start. Don't forget, at the beginning of the week, German officials had somebody else in custody that they had to let go because they didn't have enough evidence. And it wasn't until at least a day later that they found out Amri is the man that they were looking for. And Europe also has 26 countries that have a free movement, open border policy. So nobody's stopping him at any of these borders, asking him what he's doing, why he's going in, where he's going on to. And that also made it a lot easier for him to move pretty freely and pretty undetected as he made his way to Italy.
And Rylee, let's talk about the video that ISIS released today of Amri. What does that add to the investigation?
Well, that video really adds to the narrative that this is somebody who was radicalized, who did have ties to extremists, and really had made himself part of this ISIS network. Now, that wouldn't be really news to German officials because they had flagged him as a terror threat. That's why his asylum claim was ultimately rejected. He even ended up on a no-fly list in the United States. And now German media is also reporting that Moroccan officials had warned the Germans at least twice that he was communicating with people who were known extremists and then he might be at risk to commit a terrorist attack. Elaine?
Rylee Carlson reporting. Rylee, thanks so much.